Hello, guys. I am Briskin here to make another video, and this video is a little more about me getting started working on a music collection. Been buying CDs, and the only thing I really ever done music related was ever listening to a lot of music. So I decided I would like to start making collecting a CD collection, maybe hopefully a vinyl collection when that time comes. But right now, I'm a little more interested in CDs because it's been as growing up, in the 2000s, I always grew up with CDs and it's always been in my life. So I went to online shopping and bought some CDs online, and usually I got more than I got more in the mail than I was attended, but so just probably more longer video. But yeah, let's get started. The first CD. Oh yeah, this is not like any orders of best to worst or worst to best. It's just whatever they came in, or yeah, it's pretty much the order they came in to the house or in the mail. So the first one I'm gonna be talking about is Ghost's Maniora. Now my experience. So this one is the two disc one, which is it comes with Pope Star. So here's the Meteor City, and it comes with a Pope Star EP. I did have a EP of Pope Star before. It got lost in a car accident. Yeah, in a car accident. But I eventually would get a Pope Star by itself. I just went to grab this two disc one because that's just what I felt like buying at the time. And my experience with Ghosts is really interesting. I really got into Ghosts around the Pope Star era. Um, this is when Cerise won the Grammy Award of Best Metal Performance, I believe. I've been hearing YouTubers talking about it. So at first, I didn't really think about looking Ghosts up because to me they kind of look like a industrial or some pop rock or some metal group. But I know like when Ghost first came out with Emponia's Opus, a lot of people might think they're brutal. Me, but I guess Tobias kind of changed up the ghost image enough to make him fit with the sound, which was the look they actually this look right here, which is pretty. So I didn't bother to look at him. And funny enough, the first ghost song I ever heard wasn't even a ghost song. I believe there's this YouTuber, 30-second songs. Um, they he made a video of Chop Suey and Ghost's style, and that was kind of make me interest of listening to Ghost. And so after that, I listened to Ghost Hammer, and I fell in love with that song. It was in my head the entire time. Eventually, I started listening to Cerise, and I started listening to From the Pinnacle to the Pit, and then from there, I decided to listen to the entire discography up to that point. Um, maybe Opus and Pony's Opus, if Phantasma and Meteora. At that time, I did try to get into Pop Star, but then I stopped because I wasn't really feeling it. I eventually did listen to the full album when I actually got the EP. But yeah, I want to just talk about this CD in particular. This is a basic CD. I remember the first time I listened to the CD, I was studying for the DMV test, and for driver's license to get. This is the first time I would get my driver's license, and I would listen to this CD as I was studying, and eventually it was late. I was out of work and I was tired, so I was studying. I fall asleep, and I was middle of listening to this album, and then when this Deuce and Absentera. I'm sorry if I pronounce that wrong. A lot of ghost song I can't pronounce, but when that indie come with the choir comes in, it really spooked me out. But yeah, this album's really good. It's a really good album. It has this album has Spirit from the Pinnacle to the Pit. Cerise He Is. You mean it's just an amazing album, and if you guys haven't really listened to it, this is a must. It's two thumbs up for me. Probably even three thumbs up. If I have a third arm, it would be three thumbs up. And this package comes with Popestar, so it has Square Hammer, which is pretty much the main song. You probably wouldn't want to get Popestar, but I don't want to talk about Popestar. I will talk about that once I get the actual EP. But yeah, this is a good collection, and this is a good album, and I recommend it if you guys haven't really listened to it. Then the next album that I bought is Slipknot's Iowa. This is the re-release version of Iowa. I didn't know it was a re-release version of Iowa. The Amazon listing listed as a normal cover, but this is a re-release version of Iowa. So maybe as time goes on, I would get all the versions of Iowa, but this is the one I probably would have to stick with. As long as it's not really a bootleg, I don't really care. Um, so yeah, my my experience with Slipknot hasn't really been all that crazy. I remember being a little kid. I see a Slipknot shirt, and I thought they're creepy. Craig in particular used to freak the bejeebus out of me. Uh, but never, my mom not really actually listened to any Slipknot music up to that point. Let me see. Oops. Okay. I wasn't really listening really any Slipknot up to that point. I think because maybe it's not in her taste or whatever. This is such a weird packaging. I haven't really gone into Solana until probably a little more later. I remember listening to the first album on YouTube that debuted with Waiting, Bleed, and Sick, and Spit It Out. Surfacing. I remember listening to that album because that's probably one of the time that I was trying to experiment with my music style, or what kind of music I like. From company off my mom, and I wouldn't call myself a big Slipknot fan. The first album was pretty good, but to me it sounds kind of dated. And then after that, All Hope Is Gone came out. Yeah, this is like back in 2008, and this is probably before 2008, to be honest. And no, I think it's 2008. It's around 2008. It's around when Psychosocial came out in MTV or VH1, whatever music video channel was, and my sister, she bought All Hope Is Gone. She only really listened to the singles, like Dead Memories, Psychosocial, maybe Snuff, she didn't, but my sister's more like, this is my CD, you can't have it. You can't listen to it. So it's not like I could just, pop into a computer and just listen to the CD like that. She's really not that type of person. And my mom eventually bought the digital version of a digital version of the Great Chapter on iTunes, and then and eventually I just decided to listen to some Slipknot again one time, and man, I'm gonna listen to Iowa first. I haven't really listened to Iowa until 2 years ago in 2018, and man, this album's pretty rough. Like, it's long. I remember, like, I used to like drive back and forth to work like an hour and drive, and man, this out this album's like, it's really dark, and it makes sense because this is back when the band was at the darkest moments, when the band hated each other, hated everything, and it really shows. It really brings you to a dark place, and subtitle Iowa, and then people equal shit. Um, so this disaster piece, everything ends. The heretic anthem, and God, this is to me. This is what Slipknot sounds like. This is the Slipknot sound. Something like Volume 3 or the recent album. To me, that's not Slipknot. It's just that's just Slipknot band making music. This is to me this I know, and that could be a hot take depending who you talk to with regards to Slipknot. Some people are like, yeah, this is Slipknot, but some people are like, no, that's not how you look at it. You look at it as a different way. You have to open your mind to it. But I was like, yeah, I get that. You should be open your mind to let the band do whatever they want. But I'm not like the fan to be like, oh, this band sucks because they don't make music that I wanted to. It's like, okay, they don't want to make Iowa again. They don't want to make Iowa again, and so now could continue sell out concerts and festivals and all that stuff. Then so it's not like they're getting broke or whatever. But yeah, Iowa, two thumbs up, two thumbs up, great album. And then the next album is Corn Untouchables. I already explained my Corn backstory and the Nothing video, so I'm not gonna get too much into it. But yeah, a huge Corn fan. My mom, I grew up in Corn, and it's been my life probably since I was born. Um, I remember when Here to Stay came out. I was watching MTV late at night, and I saw the Here to Stay on. Ironically, which is in the video, there's a kid watching TV at night, and I was a kid watching TV online. Kind of ironic, but I remember getting so excited that I saw that video. I went to tell everyone in my family, like, "Hey, I saw the new Corn album. The new Corn song, Here to Stay. It was really good." And this is a lot of nostalgic memories with this album. This album came out like when I was like 7 years old, like 2002. Such a great. I remember like, I remember like my mom picking up me and my sister, my brother from school, and she went and bought this album, and I'm gonna be a little honest. Like, it didn't really got some songs really didn't really got to me. Like, I didn't like um One More Time or Alone I Break or Beat Up About Right. Those songs has pretty much grew up on me, but they have become one of my favorite Corn songs. But this album also has Here to Stay, Dauntless, as I say, Alone I Break. That's probably pretty much the main music that people might know from this album. But there's also one of my personal favorites, Blaine, Huddle Life, Embrace. no one's there. And there's no sleeper tracks, nothing, no stinkers, no terrible songs in his album, in my opinion. And, like, I've been listening. I've been watching people talk corn fans. This one usually is the top five, which is a really which is there for a reason. And if you guys, and I say maybe it's not for everyone. Like I said, the best corn series to get into is Issues, Follow the Leader, and maybe even the debut. Debut might be a little bit too rough for people, but those are main corn starter albums, and maybe this is the second step. And it's a really good album, and yeah, although it's not a three thumbs up for me, but it's still a solid thumbs up, two thumbs up for me. And the next album, At the Dry-In, acrobatic tenant, I believe that's the word. Uh, no, um, no, there's not really a crazy backstory. At the drive-in, the first time I ever heard of At the Drive-In is playing Guitar Hero World Tour when One Arm Scissor was in that game. There used to be a big Guitar Hero a player, but ever since the series has gone downhill, I started to not play Guitar Hero. But One Arm Scissor was also in Rock Band 3 as well. But um, then I don't I don't even know how I really got into it. I think I was really into the Mars Volta, and I know that Cedric and Omar used to be in this band. They used to be the main people in this band. So I was just like, I love Mars Volta. Let's give this band a try. And I know a lot of At the Drying fans were like, come on, dude. Why not Relationship in Command? Which is, I'll get to Relationship in Command sometime later. I just want to get into this album because this album is actually really good as well. And, like a lot of At the Drying, people might think Mission Command, Relationship in Command is probably their only good album or album that's worth checking out. But I think this album's actually worth checking out as well. It's not a Relationship in Command by no means, but it's still At the Drive-In. It still has really good songs. I can't pronounce some of these songs. Um, yeah, some of these, yeah, the third one track is like Ed Growly. Let me see the Oh, it's probably mirrored. Oh well. But yeah, I still give this a try. It's two thumbs up for me. I know I've been giving a lot of these CDs two thumbs up, but when I start this CD collection, obviously I'm gonna pick out my personal favorites. So three thumbs up, two thumbs up is probably most you can see. And then speaking of Mars Volta and At the Drive-In, and yeah, we have Mars Volta, Francis the Newt, or the Mute, not Newt, Mute. Yeah, it was really introduced from Mars Volta from when I used to listen to my uncle, well, family members, which is my uncle, on iPod. This is back when people had iPods, and you can't really listen to music on your phone. But yeah, I was really a little into them. I think my brother listened to them, and then eventually he was like, "Hey man, my brother was like, "Hey, you should probably check out Mars Volta. They actually make some really good music." So I listened to it. I remember listening to The Widow, Alvia's Albuquerque, I think that was it. But then, Guitar Hero actually featured that song too. And then started listening to the whole Mars Volta discography, and this one ended up being my most favorite. You know, two thumbs up for me for this one. No surprise. And this album's pretty weird. I have this album on Spotify, and um, Cassandra Gemini, I think that's what the song is called. Spotify group that song, all songs separately, so it's pretty annoying to listen to that song now. But now I have a CD and I can listen to the way it was, flows better. And but it's funny because other songs like Miranda that goes just isn't holding anymore, and Siga Sigans Vinman Zingas. Those two songs actually were not separated, but this is a amazing album. Pretty good. Love it. So yeah, that was all the CDs that I bought. There are more coming out of the way, so this probably would become a um a, a series or such. You know, I would like to document all my city connection. Maybe I will show you the cities I got that I never ever really shown in camera. And a different video, but hey, what do you guys think about these albums? Hate them, love them. Do you want to try them out? Never try them out. Don't care about them. You know, and hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna go on with my day and do stuff that I gotta do, like work. Isn't that really exciting? Alright, you guys have a good one. Bye bye.